Have you ever woke up and thought, just let me get through today? Looked at that person in the mirror and said, I don't even know who that is anymore. You have been so busy surviving that you forgot who you are. You forgot how to dream. You forgot how to do anything more than survive. If that is you, I'm just Janae, and this is Dreams Don't Expire. All that you want is still out there waiting for you. Dare to dream again with me.
All right, let's get straight into it today. I was such a huge people pleaser. Big time. I was not authentic. I hid who I really was internally because I was so worried about what people would say or think or do. And sometimes I still get a little worried about people's opinions, but not like I used to. And I don't stay there. But I heard something that just this week, and maybe a lot of you have heard it, but for me, this was a big aha. Have you heard the funeral theory? I had not. For those of you who were like me who hadn't, the idea is the average person has only 9 people cry at their funeral. And the amount of people who show up depend on the weather. Think about that. People aren't going to show up if they have to stand out in the rain or the snow to say their last final goodbyes to you. Wow. And yet, we are so worried about their opinion of us that we let it change how we act. We let it change who we are, what we do. For somebody who, if it's raining, isn't going to come say goodbye, yet we let them control such a huge part of our narrative, of our life, of our story. Wow. Knowing that at the end, so many of them aren't going to be there, I think should help take their power away. The idea that their opinion matters more than ours. It shouldn't. And we've always known that. But to be able to put it in a different perspective of, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. So be authentically you. Be true to yourself. Give yourself permission to not be liked. Because guess what? I'm not for everybody. And I'm okay with that. But everybody's not for me either. If I am not your person, that's great. If you don't like me, that's okay. Be authentic and just choose not to be part of my life, right? Don't give me the fake stuff. If you don't like me, don't like me. I don't need you in my life. I don't need your okay to be authentically me. Because the person who has to like me, the person who has to think what I did was okay, is the one in the mirror. It's not the person I walk by. It's not the person who I bought coffee from. It's not the, friend who just doesn't ever respect what I do. The family member who talks behind your back. Those aren't the people that matter. The people that matter is you. There is nobody more important in your life than you. There is nobody whose opinion matters more than your own. Because at the end of the day, how I live my life, I'm the only one responsible for it. My legacy I leave behind, I get to decide. And it should be based on my beliefs, not yours. It should be based on who I authentically am, not who I dared show the world I was. So if it's going to be based on who I authentically am, I need to show the world who I am. Because otherwise, you're going to base what you think of me off of who I think you wanted me to be, not who I really am. And if you don't like who I am, That's okay. I don't need everybody to like who I am. Those who are closest to me, who mean the most to me, are going to love me for who I am anyway. Those who genuinely are my people are going to love me for who I am. And if you don't, and you're in my circle, I'm going to realize it and realize you are not meant to be in my circle, because our circle is such a protected area. Our circle is, these are our ride and dies. These are the people that, you know what, can see me be in my silliest, goofiest self and still find value in me. Who aren't going to wait till I leave the room and then comment on me. And I have to say, becoming the best part of me, I am learning. Not only do I want those type of people in my lives, but I need to be better at being those type of people. I mostly am, but I find myself every once in a while going down a rabbit hole. And you know what? I'm better than that, and I need to be better than that. I need to make sure I am always that kind of friend who's there in good and bad. I can't ask for the people to be there for me if I'm not going to be there for them. So, you know, that's part of you want your funeral to look a certain way, you got to be a certain kind of person, right? You've got to be extraordinary in how you treat people in order to be treated extraordinarily yourself. We were talking about this one time about how my husband has really stepped it up and been such a better spouse. And, you know, somebody's like, what do you think changed? I changed. I got confident. I knew my value. I knew my worth. So I wasn't willing to just accept what he brought, because I taught him what to give me. You know, as my kids were younger, everything was about my family, and I put myself last, and I taught him to put me last. You know, if there wasn't enough money, oh, don't buy me a birthday present, don't buy me a Christmas present, don't worry about it. And I taught him how to treat me. I can't complain about how he treated me because I taught him my value. I taught him my worth. I showed him how I expected to be treated. And as I grew to love myself, and as I grew into who I'm meant to be, the way I allow people to treat me has gone up, and the way he treats me has gone up. And it's funny because now, you know, if I ask him what's one of the things he finds attractive about me or that he loves the most about me, he'll say my confidence, which is amazing because I didn't used to have it. So that is a huge win. But if somebody is treating you in a way you don't like, that's on you. You set the bar of what kind of friends you want, of what kind of relationships you want. And if you haven't set it high enough, if you haven't set those expectations, that's on you. So look at how those around you treat you and know that they are treating you exactly how you allow, exactly how you have set up for them to treat you, and change what you believe. Because your belief in what you deserve transfers over to what you allow. So start changing how you allow people to treat you. Start changing how you see your value, not just as a person, but in your relationships. Because that is huge. That is huge. My husband didn't change how he treated me until I changed what I believed I deserved, right? And it was really funny because as I grew and showed him who I am and what I will accept, he's a great guy. And he took me at my word and upped his treatment of me. He gave me what I was asking, like he always has. And my marriage has become better. And the support he has given me has been phenomenal. But it's what I've allowed before. And when it wasn't always the best, is because that's what I thought I deserved. I thought I was lucky just to get what I got. How wrong is that? I'm lucky to be given attention, to be given love? No. It's what a relationship is. It is what is part of being in a relationship. This is what I am going to accept. And I accepted so much less, and it wasn't his fault. It was mine. And I think we forget that. I think we look at people and say, you know what? I'll take whatever they give me because I'm just so blessed to have them in my life. And that is how we end up with people deciding, is it worth sitting in the rain to say goodbye to you? I'm telling you right now, I may not have a lot show up, but those who show up will be my ride and dies, right? Those who show up will be the ones that I went through rainstorms with. And everybody else, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I choose who's in my life. I choose how they're in my life. And guys, I want you to understand, you have that same choice. You have that same ability, that same strength to say, these are my people. And even though I thought this person was, I realized that what they bring to the table actually takes away from me being me. That's okay to say. And you should say it. That's okay. I talk a lot about who's in our inner circle. I talk a lot about being a people pleaser and cutting out those who do not serve you. Because if you are going to grow and you are going to become who you are meant to be, your circle has to be there. Your circle has to be great. This is not a little thing. This is not, well, it's okay. No. You would not allow your children to have people in their lives who are going to bring them down. Don't allow yourself either. We will talk about this a lot because you need to know your value. You need to know what you deserve because you're never going to hit those dreams until you believe you can deserve them, till you believe that you are meant for that. And it starts with who you let in your life. It starts with what you believe of yourself. And until you believe in your value and your worth, you will keep having relationships that do not serve you. It's time to pick those that serve you. I love the funeral theory. I love that it was really a aha moment of the power we give people who really don't make a difference at the end. And yet we give them all the power in the world. Take back your power because not only do you deserve it, but you have earned it. It's yours. Take control of it.
Hey, thank you for having watched that episode of Dreams Don't Expire. I'm just Janae, reminding you, this is your time to rise. Your time to believe in who you are, to become who you are meant to be. So get up, go after those dreams, because guess what? You deserve them.